What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a Moose Racing League draft. Oh, man, I am so excited to be joining you guys here again tonight. We are so freaking back here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. We're back on F1 25. We're here for Season 14, and we've got an incredible panel tonight here for the draft. On my top left, we've got our good friend, Mr. Andy. Top right, it's the one and only, none other than Jim Just Rage. We got bottom left, Mr. Mod, and bottom right, Mr. Kamau. We're going to have so much fun here tonight. Somebody says, new game, new Sebi. I'm terrible. I fully expect that. What's going on, Sebi? Good to see you, my friend. Everybody here on the panel. Andy, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm all good, my friend. Excited for another draft and a new season on a new game. Can't wait, my friend.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I know, Mod, it's going to be your first time actually joining us here on the draft panel. How are you feeling about being part of the action here tonight on the front lines?
It's interesting, you know. Should be good. You got to fill some big shoes. Hopefully you have a good night.
I think it's going to be a great one. Now, somebody who's no stranger to the draft here is, of course, our good friend, Mr. Kamau. Kamau, this is what draft number for you? You've been here since day one for the drafts, haven't you?
Yeah. Since I've been here, I almost never miss a draft, maybe one. So I'm always excited and hyped to get one, as always. That's going to be fun, this one.
We're going to have a blast this one. And obviously, we're back to some more tiers than what we had last season as well. So that'll be super fun. And of course, I can't forget our good friend, Mr. Jim Just Rage. How are you feeling about tonight? I can't even remember if you're going to be getting drafted yourself.
I am not. I'm a reserve this season. I've got a wedding coming up later this year.
Hey,
so
congratulations.
I have a lot of stuff going on. Thank you. But yeah, I will be back full time next season for season 15.
Awesome. Well, it is great to have you in here, my friend. I know we're gonna have a ton of fun here tonight. Of course, even with you reserving, you get to deal with all of our silliness and shenanigans, and we're really excited to have you guys. Everybody here who's here in the chat, thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Hope you guys are ready for an absolutely wild stream tonight. We got a good draft ahead of us. But before we get into the draft, we've got a couple housekeeping items to go over, and I think the most important one is going to be who is going to be handling your draft. It's our team principals here tonight, and what better way to show you guys a little bit about our team principals than jumping us into a quick video. You guys enjoy our video created by our very own Miss K Sizzle. Enjoy. We'll be back in a bit after you get to meet our new team principals for this season.
season of Moose Racing League on a new game! For those of you who don't know who I am B-Dog! I'm the team principal of the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula 1 team! We're back for vengeance! Thank you for letting us win last season! It was a pleasure!
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. I'm the fearless team principal of the classiest, the flashiest, the holy effing crap. They're the fastest season 12 overall champions of MRL V-Carb.
Oh, didn't see you there. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm the new Aston Martin TP.
What's up, y'all? Ed here, newest TP of the Alpine.
Hello, I'm Travis, more commonly referred to as MB Jacobson, team principal of Kick Sauber.
Everyone, I'm Odd, league director. Y'all know me. Some of y'all like me, some of y'all hate me. It goes either way. I chose McLaren this season.
What's up, everybody? My name is Eli. I go by Punju, and I am super excited to be the Williams team principal here for season 14.
What's up, everyone? Rowdy here, Red Bull team principal this season. Chose Red Bull because they became my favorite when me and my dad decided to get into F1 and chose Red Bull and Max Verstappen as our favorite after his first championship, and pretty successful choice, I would say. Jumped on a bandwagon and it followed out pretty well.
I'm a TP this year. As some of you probably don't know me, I'm Mr. Titan, or the one that was stuck in Tier 1 purgatory. On the team I picked, you can probably tell, I'm going with the Haas F1 team, with subtle hints here and there.
Hello everyone, I'm the new team principal for Ferrari in Moose Racing League. Next season is gonna be hopefully better than last season. New game, new better game. And next season is gonna be awesome.
Now, I guess you're wondering why I'm here. I've been asked to do another TP video, which I've humbly obliged, of course. Why did I choose Aston Martin? Silly question. I didn't get to choose.
Of course, I picked Williams because why not? I've had some of the best luck and some of the worst luck as a team principal for sure, but I've seen Williams be at the top before, and I want to just help it, bring itself back to that glory here in Moose Racing League. I think that it's a team that has enough pedigree and history of being a winning team that I know that we can bring it, get it back there. It's just a matter of how do we go and get it done. So I'm very, very excited to be doing that again this season. Last season may not have been the best example of that, but that is not an important point whatsoever. The past is the past. Not at all indicative of the future.
Probably wondering why I'm wearing a Penn State jersey or a Penn State hat, because that's just going to set our realistic goals for the Alpine, because we are going to win our drivers' constructors. We are going to win the team constructors. We are going to be the best performance out there. We are going to win. That's how it's going to be.
Okay. So.
Person I want to beat, obviously all our new TPs, and Punju especially, we got to beat.
I graced you with my presence for some important questions. Why did I pick this team? I don't know. I like the color blue. And black and white. For real though, I like Mercedes.
They say I've got racing fuel in my veins and a steering wheel for a heart. My mission, you ask? To lead this team to victory, no matter the cost.
When I came back to TP, Kick Sauber was the only team left. This is my 14th season in MRL. Biggest goal for the season, I think, would be to win some kind of championship. I've been here that long and never been skilled enough or lucky enough to be on a championship team, so that would be fantastic if we could get that done.
I've been in MRL for 3 seasons right now, going on 4, and for some reason they allowed me to be a TP.
I would also like to introduce myself, formally. I've been here before, love the racing, love doing all this stuff, vroom vroom, skeet skeet, you know what I'm saying?
Can I give you a fun fact about Williams? No.
Next season, I have 2 primary, maybe even 3 primary targets. The first one is do better than last season because last season was a little bit rough. Maybe the main reason was because the 24 game was pretty much shit. The second target is, of course, beat every team principal out there. Highest primary target is to do a better job than Yellow Sloan and last season. Like, he didn't even bother to pick a good tier 1 driver. Like, what a loser, honestly.
Who do I want to beat this season? I want to beat them all! We're going back to back, baby! But seriously, if I had to pick somebody, I'm gonna pick Mr. Titan! I forced him to become a TP this season! He will feel the pain again! I sound more American than he does!
So, season 13, we were the lowest team, Williams, unfortunately. Season 12, where I came in and took over Haas, we were 7th, so not too bad.
1 second. I'm getting an important call that we can't miss. Yo, what's up? Guess who it is, y'all? It's Axe. Where's Axe these days? How do you think the TPs are gonna draft, and how are they gonna do this season? You think?
I think Mod is tired of sucking at being a TP. No, I think he's tired of losing, meaning not being first in constructor. So I think he's gonna turn it on this season.
Who do you think my rival's gonna be in the new season here?
As your first season, I think you could finish mid, pack, or higher. So I think a good competition would probably be, like I said, I don't know who the TPs are, but I'm assuming Mod and Punju are one. So I think they'll both be good rivals.
All right. You heard it here, y'all. Punju and Mod. I guess I'm coming for you. We're trying to get that first place.
We got to beat all of them. Returning TP champ. I'd be the first one or second one to win.
Season 11, where I was not a team principal at all, it doesn't matter. Season 10 was my first time, if I recall correctly, being a team principal of Williams, and we were last. So 2 times in a row of me being a Williams team principal, and we're last.
Most excited to beat my dad this season. Didn't do that last season. Started off on roughly a slightly better pace than he did, but he picked up and took off and beat me by the end of the season. So definitely want to beat him. And Punju for sure. He's a really cool guy, but very, very low in the points last season. So we'll hope for more of that and see if we can beat both my dad and Punju.
You better buckle up, because with me in charge, we're not just racing, we're rewriting the rule book in the MRL. Now let's talk about family for a second. The person I want to beat the most is my boy Rowdy. I used to walk him to school every morning, holding his little hand crossing the street and stuff. And now I'm going to walk him around every track on the MRL calendar. And when I'm done, me and his mom are going to get a little rowdy in the back of the V-carb hauler.
Next up on the list, I want to beat you! Mod! We may have won the TP championship last season, but you did absolutely nothing to contribute! Time to send you back to reality! I got 2 more people I want to beat this season. Next on the list is Eruption! Get ready for another season of a team ass whooping! Your butt cheeks are gonna be as red as your team colors!
But yeah, anyways, I'm hoping forward to be principal for this new awesome season. And I know this video is a little bit random, just walking in my apartment around with sunglasses on, like a complete idiot. But yeah, anyways, I hope you like my introduction video, and I'm very excited to see what the other guys did, the other TPs. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the next season of Moose Racing League.
And then that's it. So the only times I've ever been the team principal of Williams, we've been last. But this time it's different.
Who do we want to beat? Pretty much anybody that's not in the Sauber, I guess. Main goal is to hopefully go out there and be competitive, though, and hopefully everybody has a good time. So Good luck to everybody out there.
The reason I picked it is pretty obvious. I want to be the obnoxious. I want to be the obnoxious guy. Just ignore that. And the person I would like to beat. You know who you are.
You know, sweat. And yeah, so we're on to the third question already. Who would be your rival this season? I mean, oh.
Ooh, who do I want to beat this season? Of course, you know, the easy answer for me is Mod, but honestly, I really want to see Mod do well this season. I feel like he's gotten so unlucky with some of his drafts in the past that I really want to see him do well. I want to beat Cobb quite badly, out of pure love and no other reason, other than to despicably rub it into his face as much as I possibly can.
Last three on the list, we got you, Mr. Cobb K. It's nothing personal, brother, but we're gonna text this dick. Oh, I almost forgot about Punju. But it's okay, he's gonna finish last anyways. We're out of time, brother, because I'm losing my voice. Let's have another great season here at Moose Racing League. Mercedes is gonna run wild across Moose Racing League. Thank you for watching this stream.
You know why I got into racing? Because I couldn't break my love for speed. That's right. That's why a sugar-free Red Bull is so fast. Because we've got the pole position on dad joke precision. And we never stall when it comes to winning. Catch you on the podium.
I think it's a little bit too bright.
Alright, we're rolling again. Take 3, I think. Make sure my shit's straight. Sweet.
Wait. This is sad.
Ask anything for the viewers.
Just remember, stay sexy and kiss my ass.
All right, you hear it here, y'all. Peace out.
Oops. I mean, it kind of sums it all up, right? Dude, that was actually good!
There you go. There's your video, Kayla.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, welcome back. How about that? Welcome to all of our team principals. I hope you guys are excited. Obviously, all 10 of us are stoked. Yep, Cobb, exactly that. I'm glad that we got some great edits. Thank you again so much, Cases, for the phenomenal video. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed that. I know there's a lot of trash talk going on in that video. I heard some people get called out here and there. I saw a lot of flaming of me in the chat, which I very much so do not appreciate. I promise you I will ban you all. Just kidding. I have absolutely no power, and I would never do that to you. I'm instead just gonna keep getting walked over, and that's just, you know, how it goes. But no, we're gonna have a ton of fun here this season. And correct, Pat, I do suck. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our team principals, of course. Just for you guys a reminder, Rowdy, of course, in the Red Bull. We got B-Dunk in the Mercedes. B-Dunk. We got Eruption in the Ferrari. Mod in the McLaren. Cobb K in the Aston Martin / Red Bull, based on how he was painting it. We got the Alpine of Ted. Myself in the Williams. The V-Carb with John Does Work. The Kick Sauber of Emmy Jacobson. And the Haas of our American friend, Mr. Titan. Now, for those of you guys that watch video Mod, who out of these team principals minus yourself do you think is having the most fun with their new role?
There were a lot of interesting reactions there. I'd probably have to say Titan and Cobb returning, and B-Dunk. That's got to be my top 3 for we're having the most fun tonight so far.
Oh, most certainly. They are here to party for sure. Now, Kamal, getting to watch from the outside looking in, which of these team principals do you think are taking it the most seriously based on that video? Who's really going to go and show us all how it's done?
I think there are like 2 or 3 who really take it or maybe 4. I think John Does Work. He went in this time. I think Mr. Titan as well went in this time. Kopke and B-Dunk. I think those 4 really put up the show.
You know, honestly, I think Cobb is trying a lot harder than it looks like. I think he put on a funny show, but like he's actually sweating this draft for sure, as my guess. I think he's gonna be really trying hard, for sure. I'm excited to see what he's got. Now, Jim, also outside looking in, which of these team principals do you think, based on that video, is gonna be the absolute flop of the season?
absolute flop of the season is absolutely going to be yourself.
That's crazy, dude.
No, you know what? I don't like predicting flops, man. I mean, I want everyone to have a good season. It's gonna be a good season. It's gonna be close, a lot closer than what was it last season, where John Does Work absolutely blew everyone out of the water.
Yeah. Now, Andy, I know you're not nearly as nice because you're British. Who do you think is gonna flop?
That is the biggest compliment I think I've had for quite a while. Thank you very much. Who's going to flop this season? I am going to go... who's going to flop? I'm going to go with John Does Work, purely because he did such a great job last year. You can't repeat like that again.
Yes.
It's flop time for John Does Work.
Yes.
Apologies, John, but that's the way the cookie crumbles here in the UK.
I couldn't agree more. John, you're going down. Well, hey, instead of talking all about this toxicity and talking smack about all of our TPs, I think we owe ourselves a little bit of positivity in the stream. And I think it's time for us to show something we haven't gotten a chance to show in a long time. It is a new inductee into our famous Hall of Fame before we jump into the draft, guys, right after this. But of course, the Hall of Fame is something where we get a chance to recognize some of our most exceptional members here in Moose Racing League. And this one is a long time coming. It's somebody that literally this league would not run without, with all their amazing contributions on and off the racetrack, especially off the racetrack, with everything they do for the media team, for all of our standings, and for really making Moose Racing League such an amazing place. And it's the first time that I can recall that we actually have our Hall of Fame inductee here in the VC, which I'm really excited. So without further ado, guys, we all better be giving the biggest round of applause for our friend, Mr. Kamau. Give him the claps he deserves.
Are you kidding
Yes,
me? Seriously?
sir. Absolutely, man.
Oh
Ever since you jumped in here and you started taking over everything that we've been able to do for all of our standings, all of our graphics, and just making Moose like such a more organized and wonderful place, you just do everything that you possibly can to make this league better. So we really appreciate you and welcome in to the Hall of Fame, my friend. Thank you for sending the pictures over. Now you see that I wasn't planning anything. It was just so I could snag that.
He's very good at that, He's very good at that.
I figured it out.
Okay, man. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Okay, there is people that was been here way before me. I love this league, and everybody knows it. I'm a mess. Like I said, I'm a bull of emotion. When I'm happy, you see it. When I'm mad, you see it. I don't hide anything, and I love these people here that were able to keep it with me. But all of them, oh my God. Okay. Thank you to everybody, to the league. I don't even know what to say. Just that it wasn't expected. I'm really happy because I have so much love for this one. That because even my wife knows that Sunday is a day that
Sunday is Moose Day.
Moose Day. I watch all the cheer and enjoy it. Just how I spend my Sunday. So yeah. Thanks again. I can only say thanks, guys.
Well, thank you, my friend. Absolutely. A round of applause for sure. Thanks again, my friend, for everything you've done. And now you get to be having the fun hot seat of outside looking in again on another draft. Kamau, are you ready to get this draft underway?
I'm ready to get drafted because now you're going to draft a Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
Hey,
whoever gets you is going to draft a Hall of Famer. You may have just moved up a couple places on people's list. Now, when we jump over to the next scene, I'm going to let everybody know we're going to be seeing all the team principals that are driving and which tiers they're going to be in. So, of course, it's going to be an interesting one to find out. Let's go jump over and see where our team principals are placed. And I'm going to switch over to our fun draft sound as well. Let's do it. And it's time to find our draft team principal placements. Mod has the first round pick. Look at this. He got the early one. He's got the hot seat this time around. We did a little randomize for this one, and Mod has found himself in the hot seat with John Does Work in second as a tier 4 driver. Look at Mod in tier 3. Ted as the third draft pick in tier 4. We got myself as the fourth in tier 3. I don't really like being fourth. It's like one of the worst ones. Fourth and seventh, in my opinion, are the worst. Rowdy is in tier 4, and he is the fifth pick. Titan has the 6th pick in tier 3. Eruption is a non-driving TP along with B-Dunk in 7th and 8th. So those guys are in some tough draft spots for sure. And Ben Jacobson in 9th, also tier 3. And our friend Cobb K rounds out the top 10. He says rigged. Of course he does.
Yeah,
but yes, no TPs in tier 1 or tier 2. So those teams, or those tiers, are going to be full-on sweat, lawless craziness with absolutely no adults supervising whatsoever. And I am excited. I am excited. Now, Andy, when you look at these tier placements for some of these team principals, are there any of them that stand out? Like, ooh, how'd they end up there?
Well, your good self in tier 3. I'm a little bit surprised at you being down in tier 3. I was expecting you to possibly be in tier 2, if I'm perfectly honest with you. The rest, I think, are pretty much where I expected them to be. And I'm liking what I see. I'm liking what I see. Not too sure about you in tier 3, though, brother.
Hey, you know, you haven't seen me drive, then, because I am hot dog water for sure. It is going to be, honestly, I'm going to be struggling myself down there, I guarantee you. Now, Mod, you're looking at this one. Obviously, you got to see this this draft order unfold. Who do you think is going to have a great draft tonight based on their placement?
Well, I mean, this could go either way for anybody. Generally, I guess on our past winners, it can come from any place. So anyone has a fair shot to win. Not including myself tonight. It's probably going to be someone towards the back half that has that next round snake back is probably going to have a good night tonight. I don't know who that's going to be, but it's going to be someone towards the back half.
I think you're probably right. I feel like that, you know, B-Dunk, MB, Jacobson, and Cobb are actually going to end up getting pretty lucky. Of course, my big notice is Titan. Yes, of course, has left the Tier 1 Purgatory. Congratulations to him. He's finally out. So I know he's very excited about that one. Jim, when you're looking at this one, is there anybody that strikes out as like, ooh, how'd they end up there?
Not particularly. I mean, based on all of the drivers that are here in their tiers, seems like everyone's pretty much the same pace. I mean, you, Mod, MB, Mr. Titan, I feel like you guys are all pretty similar pace. And then all the tier 4 guys have been tier 4 and 5 for, heck, as long as I've been down there. So, looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty good.
Well, you know, I think without further ado, it's time for us to go get underway and see how everyone's going to draft. Mod, do we have anybody ready for their draft pick yet? I think the guy who's going to be picking is you.
Yeah, I think, you know, coming off my 1-year hiatus, you know, I'm excited to be back, and it wouldn't be more fitting for me to start the draft, ironically. So, with that said, I think we should get it underway, and I should probably put my pick in the chat.
Well, let's go ahead and see where Mod's going to be. I'm going to guess Mod is going to be grabbing himself a teammate first and foremost. He's going to say, I don't want to deal with it. Just want to get it over with. Get my teammate, be done with this. That's my prediction. I haven't seen anything yet, so I really do not know. But we're going to find out for sure. Jim, if you were Mod, how would you be taking this first pick?
Man, it's tough. I had the first pick last time I drafted, and I went with a safe tier 1 pick, but I wouldn't blame Mod if he picks a teammate either, because I know having a bad teammate is not any fun either.
It's rough. Well, it looks like he's put it in. Mod, go ahead and show your first pick. And it looks like the premonition was correct. He gets Tilla for his first pick, and I am pissed. Congratulations. What a great pick. That's a nice one for sure. Very smart to get your teammate done and out of the way. Now he's on to the next one, and he's got to fill out either his tier 1, tier 2, or tier 4 next. But, of course, now he doesn't have to worry about a tier 3. We're going to find out if this season it's going to be a little bit different, and we don't have the tier 1 getting super drafted this time around. We're going to find out. I feel like it's going to be less of a tier 1 heavy draft this time around. I just have that feeling. Andy, when you get your vibe checked, do you feel like it's going to be a tier 1 heavy draft again, or do you think we're going to start filling out the bottoms a little bit more this time?
I think from last season when we just went tier 1 crazy, like few guys got picked early, and it felt like the team principals panicked and tried to fill those tier 1 spots. With Maud taking a tier 3 pick, it kind of gives JDW a little bit of an open window. I'm expecting somebody like Cloud to go next, and that might start the tier 1 frenzy again. Who knows?
We're about to find out, aren't we? Well, hey, Mod, it looks like we're already ready to go, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and show it up. Who does John Doe's work pick? He himself grabs a teammate, and it's Kamau.
Wow.
In tier 4.
Tier 4.
Look at that.
Oh, we have a potential second championship on our hands, I think. Look at it. I think actually what happened. I think what happened is he just got that driver of the Hall of Fame, and now John's like, yeah, I should probably get him on there. Why not? I want a Hall of Famer on my team, right? Man, what an early pick. How you feeling?
I'm surprised. It makes sense that I get picked early if I'm at tier 4, to be honest. Like literally, that's nice. That I feel working with John is just a blessing. So being with him, I don't have any complaint with him as a teammate. So yeah, I like this pick. Allez, John, you got this.
I think you guys are gonna be a good team for sure. Now we're gonna find out who Ted's gonna pick. I think he's gonna be playing it pretty safe, as my guess. I'm gonna say he's gonna go for the top half of the tier or top half of the list. We're gonna let's see if we figured it out. Mod, I think we're ready to go, aren't we?
Let's show it.
Let's do it. And it looks like he has. He's gone for tier 1 Zyros. Look at him. Done and dusted early. Okay. All right. I like his style. Gonna go for that tier 1. That's an interesting first tier 1 pick, though, guys. Andy, what do you think about that for a first tier 1 pick?
I've got to be honest with you. I don't know too much about Zyros. I don't know how he performed last season. So yeah, I expected a few tier 1 picks. But yeah, Zyros wasn't the first guy on my list, but that's purely because I don't know the guy too well.
Well, we're gonna get to know him really quick, aren't we? That's for sure. Here in tier 1. Now it looks like I've also thrown in my pick too, so I'm ready to go for it. If you are, Mod, ready for it?
Sure.
Let's do it. My first pick, I picked a teammate in Edge, Mr. Sniper D. Snippered, welcome back. Last time I had Edge on my team, we won a Constructors Championship. So you know what? I've turned a new leaf this time, ladies and gentlemen. I've turned a new leaf. No more 0 point weeks. I'm honestly very excited. I'm very stoked to have him. I think we're gonna have a ton of fun for sure. So we're gonna have a great season this season. Now I think it's time to figure out who Rowdy's gonna be picked. Obviously, he's coming off of a season where he didn't do what he wanted to do, which was beat his dad. So let's see if he can get it done this season. I think he's ready to show his pick as well.
Yeah, it's a franchise pick, so it wasn't really a pick, but it's a franchise keep.
Franchise pick. Let's go ahead and show it up.
Show it.
Rockin' Rowdy has taken Cloud early. Smart. Very smart. Very smart. I can't say that was
this
a bad
would have
idea
been my
whatsoever.
first pick, but it was taken from me, so
yep.
Oh well.
Yeah,
this guy. Yeah, this monster, man. What the heck? What's he doing taking him so early? That's a good pick, honestly. It's a great pick. It's smart to get him done and over with nice and early. We're gonna find out what Titan's got in store, though. Mr. American team. Kamau, when you're looking at Titan, do you think he's gonna go and fill up his teammate, or is he gonna go above him or below him?
I think he may do what nobody did so far and get a tier 2 driver.
Okay. What makes you feel like that way? Be the first one.
Because I just feel like nobody pick up a tier 2, and I think usually there is always one guy that should stand in one tier. That's how I see things. So I will just, if nobody pick up tier 2 until the 5th pick, I should go there. I think if that was me, that would have done.
Fair. Well, let's find out if that's gonna be his move. I think he's ready to go, isn't he? Let's go show it up. We're flying right now. And you are a psychic, Kamau. He goes with dreams in tier 2. Look at this genius. Wow. Mans is on it. Holy smokes. Well, that dream's gone and taken care of. So he is out of the rotation now. Of course, he's a friend of many, a fan favorite of all. So he's going to be a good driver there, right there in tier 2. Let's see what he's got to go and throw down some good results. I know Angry Shadow's a good homie of dreams as well. So that's why I say friends of many. Iron says that was unexpected. I think that's a disagreement. I think that's about as expected as it gets. They're longtime friends, so it was only a matter of time to that team happen for sure. Now we're gonna go on to Eruption. He obviously has no teammates to pick, so he's just gonna pick from the whole grid. I wonder where he's gonna go. Mod, I think he's ready, isn't he?
Hey, put his pick in.
Let's show it up. We're flying. Hey, there it is. It's Minicode tier 1. That is a great pick. I will be honest. I've done some social races. That's a great pick. He is looking rapidissimo this season for sure. Looks like he's a genuine championship contender potentially on this game. So we're excited to see what he's got here tonight. Kamal, you've seen Miniko race plenty. How are you feeling about him and his chances this season?
A safe pick. I would say the safe pick. I would say safe. I think still. I saw Cloud race. I saw Zyros race. I saw Lyrics race, and I saw Miniko race. One of the. He's rapid, but still, he's gonna be right behind them, but not ahead of them. I would think, so, unless.
Oh, all right, and Mr. P3P4 right there. Okay, all right, we'll find out. Well, I think B-Dunk's also put in his pick already. He's ready to go. Ready for it, Mon?
Let's show it.
Let's show it. And it looks like it's Moose Racing League tradition. It is another tier 1 pick with Lyric this time. Needed to go quick. Not surprised. There it is, though. Lyric has been taken. Ready to go. He's going to be a good driver there in the Mercedes team for sure. I think it's going to be smart that B-Dunk goes and gets the tier 1, taken care of, obviously, with himself not driving this season. Now we're done to MB Jacobson, though. And I'm curious where the Kick Sauber team is going to be, fielding their talent from initially. I think that he's going to go with a teammate as well, personally. I think he's not going to risk it. I just get that vibe. But also, he could go with a tier 4 and play a smart, safe move. Jim, you know many, many, many things about MB Jacobson. Where do you think his heart is lying?
No, based on, he's been a team principal for a very long time. He picks the safe, clean drivers. And he does prioritize teammates as well. So I feel like you probably won't see him pick a tier 1, and it'll probably be someone from tier 3 and tier 4 that's on the upper end of those tiers.
All right.
Well, Jim, we're gonna find out right now.
It looks like
I'm probably wrong.
Let's go.
I'm probably
Unfortunately, you are wrong. It is tier 2s. Gwenbro, he's there in tier 2. Let's go. Also, Irons and Dreams. Sorry, I mixed you guys up. Sorry. Yeah, Gwenbro is also a safe pick though for sure. I think your head was right in like the theory as to behind why he's gonna pick what he did. Yeah. So definitely a safe, smart, consistent pick to pick early. So yeah, that's an MB Jacobson pick for sure if I ever seen one. But now we're on to Cobb. He's mad that he's at the back of the snake order, but he's gonna get double up. So let's see who he picks for his first one. I think we're ready to go, aren't we, Mod?
Mm-hmm.
Let's grab him. Let's see. Cobb, does he pick a teammate? He does not. He goes again to a tier 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tier 1 drivers taken out of rotation. It is currently the most populated tier so far, minus tier 3 with all the team principals.
Oh,
so
Andy.
And it's Andy early too. Andy's an early pick. That's an early pick for Andy,
early.
isn't it?
That is early, I think.
The setup. It's the setup. That's it. It's the setup. That's it.
It's
you need a guy for your team. That's it. It's worth it.
It is so. I've had him on my team. It's phenomenal. It is the best ever. But also he's rapid too. He can put down some serious performances. I've seen him do it. So he can be scary for sure. But now it's a question of is Cobb going to be taking a teammate for Andy, or is he going to be picking somebody else down the line? He's obviously got a second draft pick, so we're about to see where he goes next. He hasn't thrown it in yet. I think he's deliberating a little bit as to who his second one's going to be. We're about to find out. Oh, Hike says Cobb better not screw the second pick up. Yeah, for sure, Yellow. he's got all the opportunity. Mod, you're watching this go by. We're obviously at the end of our first round. Who do you think did the best first round with their first pick? Minus yourself, because that is a great pick. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to say John as well. He, MRK dropped the tier. He was on my list too. I was limited with one person. What can you do, really?
Yeah,
so it's a shame, but
yeah, those two were extremely high on my list. So yeah, they are phenomenal picks for sure. Obviously, I think I'm pretty happy with mine. But outside of those two and mine, I think I'm really looking at Rowdy with the franchise was a smart franchise pick. It was really smart. But I think there's some serious, smartness in picking Miniko from Eruption as well. I think actually, as a tier 1 driver, as a first tier 1 driver to pick, good move. I see it being a good move for sure.
Well, Cobb has put his pick in, so we can start round number 2.
Ooh, all right. Let's go see what he's got. Go ahead and show it up. Mr. Cobb K has gone with the homie of all homies. It's Happy Like Pies. Back in tier 2 in the sweat tier. where he loves to be. Andy, I know you like to see Happy Like Pies always having a sweaty time. How are you feeling about that pick? That sounded wrong.
Yeah, I'm like I say that round 1, some real good picks in there, and what a start to round 2. Happy Like Pies, back with the homie in the Aston Martin. Yeah, really good way to start tier 2. Looking forward to seeing him and Gwen Bro tackling dreams as well. Should be a real good tier. Just looking at the first 3 names out, looks like a great tier.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good team so far. They are pretty strong. I think Happy and Andy both are homie picks on top of being quick. They're quick homie picks. So it's tough, obviously, when you're in that position where you know a whole bunch of people to pick favorites, right? But I think he did a good job as to who he picked for sure. Very impressive. Also, now we're on to the next one. We're on to MB Jacobson, and I'm wondering if we're gonna see another mind reading from Jim. What do you think? Where do you think he's gonna go? Pick your tier.
Tier. Pick a tier. 3. I think.
Okay.
Pick a
Let's
tier.
find out.
Let's find out. He picked it. You're a genius. Meminator in tier 3. His teammate. that was a good pick. That was smart. How did you know? It's incredible. Yeah, that's a great one to grab early.
Yeah.
Jim's read the script.
Yeah, for real.
I have not read the script.
Are they in collusion right now? I think that's what it is.
No.
This
Bedunk
guy.
has put his pick in.
Oh wow, Bedunk's ready to go as well. Hey, let's jump in. Bedunk's pick. As he has to say. Oh, that's a good one, dude. That's a newbie. Newbie in tier 4, by the way. Newbie in tier 4. Again, newbie in tier 4. That is a great pick. And he just jumped into the chat. He said, "What pick is it, and which direction are we going?" No need to worry anymore, newbie. You've been picked, my man. Well done.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
Phenomenal grab. Shoot. Yeah, that's a tough one to follow up for sure. Now Eruption's got to figure out how to beat that one, right? What does he do? How do you respond to such a good grab like that, right? You know, come out when you're in that position and you get your, one of your favorite drivers taken away. What do you do? How do you bounce back from that as a TP in your draft?
I leave that chair and try to grab one of the next chair that's still open, which is chair 2 or 3.
That's fair.
Middle finger emote in chat.
Yep.
And that's
it. In fact, somebody's done that. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and show up the next pick. It looks like our good friend Mr. Eruption's already shed it. Let's do it, Mod. And it's tier 2's 2-stop brighter. There it is. Strong tier 2 pick. Could be a little bit on the aggressive side, but also could be really fast. So we're about to find out. This will be interesting for sure. Now down to the American teams of Mr. Titan, and I'm curious where his head's lying now that he's seen another tier 2 driver take away. I wonder if he's going to fill up one of his existing tiers, tier 2 or tier 3, or if he's going to go for tier 4, tier 1. Mod, where do you think he's going to go with this next one?
He's taking my pick.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and show it then. And it's a good one, too. That's a great one. Yeah, I saw your head go down. I don't blame you, too. That's a tough one to lose. That's a Plyraptor up in tier 1. That's a great pick right there, especially this late, for lack of a better term, for a round and a half. This is pretty good.
Wow.
This is pretty good to get Supply Raptor. That's pretty strong. Yeah, Jim, you're like, yeah, that's a good one, isn't it?
That's one of, there's, based on last season, there's what, 5 or 6 tier 1 drivers that are that top echelon of speed, and Supply Raptor has been one of those for the last 3 seasons that we've had. Yep. So to get him, this late, definitely a good pick.
Yeah, he's always there. He's never, out of it is the insane thing. So yeah, he's in a good spot. Well, hey, it's time to go to the next one too. It looks like Rowdy's already picked his pick too. So let's go ahead and show it up, Mon. Rockin' Rowdy. He gets a tier 3 Snoop Francis. Oh, okay. All right, I get to fight Snoop Francis this season. This will be fun. I think it's going to go in. Now, Kamau. Yeah, exactly. How are you feeling about that?
Okay, Snoop Francis is in tier 3.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's not a great pick. I'm going to say the flat out.
Oh!
In tier 3, with the face I'm seeing there, nah.
Whoa. What a shot.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah, for real, right?
In tier 3. Yeah. If he was in tier 4, yes, but in tier 3, yeah.
Kind of on board with that. Not to that extent, but I feel like there probably are other drivers in that tier.
Oh, I think
could
he's
have been picked
great
before.
I think he's doing great. Well, hey, speaking of doing great, it's on to the next one. Let's go ahead and show up where we're going. Let's run it. It's my pick. And I have picked Mr. DeFi up in tier 1. And everybody's laughing, and I don't know why. It feels like
That's
such
another
a good
one.
pick.
That's another one.
This feels...
he can be a little aggressive sometimes, but
yeah, I think we need that.
He's got the speed. He's got the speed. He's definitely got the speed.
We need a little aggression in our life, you know. We need a little bit of bumping and grinding. That's what I'm thinking. I think DeFi has got it in him to go and throw down an absolute heater of a season. So I want to see him go crush it this season. Let's see what he's got for sure. I have faith. I have all the faith in the world. Also, someone clip MRK right there. Play that again at the end of the season, says Snoop Francis. Ooh, Snoop! Talking smack back to Kamau. Ooh, there it is. Good.
I'm here
good,
for
good,
that.
Good.
I just what he's picking.
Oh, we're on to the next one. Let's go ahead and see where Ted's going. Ted is grabbing tier 2's Golden Drift. Tier 2's Golden Drift. Okay, all right.
Excellent pick.
That's a good pick. Especially for tier 2. That's a good pick for Golden Drift. He has a solid upper middle. He will always be there.
Yep.
Will not miss races. Will not miss points. He's just going to be good. That's smart. That's smart. Ted's done some homework. He's our only brand new TP this season. He's done some homework. Or sorry, no, Titan as well. Excuse me. Yeah. I mean, Ted's done some homework for sure. I think he's trying hard. Now we're on to John Does Work though, obviously, who's here to go and repeat. Oh, let's go ahead and show it up then. Interesting grab. He grabs Simon Carlson at a tier 1. An early Simon Carlson, I would say. Again, Simon's one of those who can always for sure be up there too, but I don't know if he's like one of those top 5ers. He's a top 10er for sure. But top 5.
Yep. He'd be, compared to last season, he'd be a 1. We had tier 1A and tier 1B. I would say Simon is a top of tier 1B. Yep, top of tier 1B for sure.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
That is totally fair. Well, you know what? I think honestly maybe that's kind of what he needs right now. Is a strong, always going to finish kind of person for Simon. So it could be a smart pick. But now we're on to Mod. I'm curious where he's going to be going with this. His thoughts are racing. Come out. Where do you think Mod should be drafting? Tell him where to pick. Tell him which tier.
I don't know. He has a choice. I would go 1 tier 2 and maybe 1 tier 4, depending on what other people left there. But
okay,
definitely a tier 4, I would say.
So it's definitely a tier 4. Okay.
There's a lot of availability down there. Although there are a lot of TPs from there too. But
there are a few for sure. Rowdy says mod error 404 not found because he's thinking. Oh man, hey, this is the first time ever Mod is I think the one who's taking the longest to make a pick. Look at this guy. Now I'm just chirping a little bit, making him sweat.
I put it in.
Oh, dang it. All right. Let's go ahead and show your freaking pick. Go ahead and do it. Dang it. Great pick. Great pick. That's Tachubi. That's literally my next one. Well done, man. Great job. Good pick. That was actually a good one. Hey, and Yellowstone says Mod's going to cook with these 2 picks. A nice salmon dinner. Mod, what do you think? Do you feel like you cooked on that one, a salmon dinner?
No.
Yellow, he's not even confident in his own.
Yeah. Well, Tachubi is also another DeFi-like driver, right?
I mean, Titan took the one I wanted, so.
Yep.
Who did?
But
yeah,
Titan. I wanted supply. I needed him back on my team.
Yep. Yep.
Tachubi had a great season last season. Last season.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely has the pace. He definitely has the pace without question. So.
Yep. Well, hey, now we're back to Mod again. Round 2 for Mod. We're starting our 3rd round of the draft. Andy, looking at this draft board so far, who's doing a great job and who's pooping the bed?
Who's doing a good job? We're only 2 rounds deep. I think there's pretty much. I actually like what MB Jacobson's doing down there in the Kick Sauber. Cobb doing well. Who's pooping the bag? I don't know. It's a real tough one for me to kind of pull that one. I'm looking at Ted, perhaps. I'm not too sure about Golden Drift in Tier 2. And again, I don't really know too much about Zyros in Tier 1. So, sorry, Ted. No offense intended, my friend.
Well, hey, we're gonna find out if Ted is right or wrong. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and send it. Go ahead and show it up. Round 3, we start. And it's Testarossa in Tier 4. All right, Testa's back, baby. And we're going to see a championship charge from Testa here in Tier 4 come out. That's a competitor for you. How are you feeling about that in Tier 4?
A good pick. We raced it a quick few races during this rookie race, and he's as quick as I am, to be honest. So, yeah, that's a great pick.
I think it's a good one as well. I think he can be really strong. He's definitely got the speed when it comes out. So that's just back to Purgatory. Hey, better than Tier 3 Purgatory, I would say. Tier 3 Purgatory is brutal. Oh, man. Well, hey, now we're on to John Does Work. Let's see what he goes for it. You want to show it?
He put his pick in, yeah.
Let's do it. John Does Work. Tier 2's PNW Bum. A late sign up as well. He was one of our last ones to sign up for the season. And he got himself here in Tier 2. He's looking strong up there, I think. What are we thinking about this one? Andy, how are you feeling about Bum up there?
Yeah, it's going to be a real interesting one, isn't it? I think Bum's technically one of our guys that turns up, races every week. So I think that's part and parcel of being a TP, isn't it? Picking somebody who's going to turn up and race every single week and hoping you snap enough points. I don't know whether Bum is too chuffed about being in Tier 2, given his response in the chat. He's got busy on the keyboard all of a sudden.
Yeah.
No pressure, bro.
Yeah, he's really going to have to put the sweat on for this one for sure. This season's going to be a season where he's a nuts up or shots up for sure. But I think I see some nut up from him for sure. I think he's going to do a great job. I see a good season ahead of him. So I'm excited to see him up there in Tier 2. I think he's going to do great. John Does Work says he'll do just fine. I actually think he'll do just fine. I think he'll be all right. I see some pretty consistent, top 10s right there. That's my personal thoughts. But yeah. We'll find out. Well, hey, and now we're on to the next one. Mod, you ready to show it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's early. All right, let's show it up. Ted has grabbed Tier 1's Ferrari nut. Tier 1's Ferrari nut. Yeah. Ooh. Big move up. He talked a big game a lot last season for sure. He says, I am the best. I even buy myself trophies for myself when I win championships. And now he's here to go fight it up there in Tier 1 with his teammate Zyros. Ted, taking a bit of an interesting top-heavy approach. Kamal, what do you think about that approach?
Welcome to the big boys, Mr. Ferrari Nuts. That's
Yep, it's going to be chaos.
Yeah. He demolished us last season in Tier 2, so hey, he will have his share, I think, in Tier 2. But he was able to get some point in Texas last season as well somehow. So he might sometimes sneak in and get into top 10. He had the pace for that, but to win, not seeing that. Maybe top 10, top 7, top 5 when he can, but winning, doubt it.
Yeah.
That's what he's picking.
I have. Let's go ahead and show it up. I'm pretty proud of this pick, actually. It's a good friend. It's Mr. Chazzybot up in Tier 1, baby. Let's go, Chazzy. Time to cook. And I know Yellowstone wants to be happy with that one because he's got it in him. Chazzy's always got it in him. He's going to go get it done tonight. Now, Jim, you disagree. I see it on your face. What are your thoughts right there?
I just think it's slightly early. I mean, but if you look towards the end of last season, Chazzy was definitely on the upper end of like that middle Tier 1, almost at the back of those Tier 1A guys that we talked about. So I think if he, puts his nose to the grindstone, he'll be just fine. I think him and Ferrari Nut both kind of in the same kind of realm of they'll be getting top 10s, I think, every week. But
all right.
Not sure if they'll be. I'm not sure if they'll be top 5 material in Tier 1.
Hey, we're sure. We're sure something gonna find out. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and show it up. Rowdy's already on it. He's ready to go. Okay, it's Savage in tier 2. VE Savage. All right. I think it's a pretty good pick right there. It's a pretty good pick for sure. Savage taking up for tier 2 is going to be going against Dreams, Two Stop Brighter, Gwenfro, Happy Like Pies, Gold Drift, PNW Bum, and about 15 others. What are you thinking about that one? Andy, you've seen Savage race before.
Yeah, sure. Again, another. I think that's a pretty solid pick. I'm not too offended by that one. I think Savage can again. I like Jim's thinking there about that tier 1A, tier 1B. I think the same can be said of tier 2, and I'd like to think that Savage is in tier 2A for this season. Could be finishing that top 10 pretty much every single week.
Okay, I like your prediction right there. I think he's got a shot at it as well. I think he's gonna have to definitely, put the sweat on for sure and go get after it. But I think he's got a good shot at some good finishes. Tier 2 is gonna be pretty sweaty this season. I can tell you that much. Obviously, just looking at who's already been picked, it's only gonna get gnarlier. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens here. It looks like actually our next pick is in as well. You ready to go ahead, show it? Let's do it. The American team of Haas takes Alex Carew Goat, our first brand new driver to Moose Racing League to be drafted for the season. Oh, I know Alex Carew. He's good. He's good. That's a good pick. That's a good pick right there. That's a dangerous one, for sure. Could be a bit of a sleeper right there and catch people off guard, being pretty fast. Does anybody else here know Alex Carew?
I did race him last season. We raced when he was.
He did reserve a couple times last season, I think, right? Yeah.
He's a great defender. He knows how to defend for sure.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's not letting you go. I feel like you need that kind of. I feel like you need that kind of like feistiness in tier 2 as well, because if you are any bit passive in tier 2, you're getting walked over. That tier is the hardest. I think it's the hardest tier out of all. So, yeah, I think Carew's going to do a good job there. But now we're on to Eruption's pick. Let's go ahead and show it up. Eruption's gone down the grade to Villeneuve for tier 4. All right. Nice and good, safe, smart pick right there. I believe I saw Villeneuve in the chat earlier today as well, so I wonder if he's still here. But that's a good one for sure. It's a good one for sure. Jim, what are you thinking?
Safe. Good pick. He'll be, right around the top of that tier. I'd say solid points every week. I mean, now as we're getting later in the rounds, that's what we're looking for, right? You want to try and get guys that are going to be points finishers in their tier.
Yep.
B-Dunk could put his pick in.
Oh, all right. B-Dunk. Let's go ahead and see who's going to go to the next Mercedes seat. It is Harv, 99.89. Okay, smart, safe pick again. Could be dangerously fast. We're going to find out. I haven't seen too much of Harv, though. I think I only watched him race like one time. Anybody here watched him more?
I did watch him last season a bit. So yeah, he's right there in tier 2, same pace of some of the people. Unless he is fast in the new game, I still see him like at just top 10 finishers and not much of a winner as well.
We're gonna find out for sure. I know it says B-Dunk saying that he was really rapid in the rookie races. So
I agree.
Yeah, we shall see for sure. He says he's a rookie, but I got faith in him. And you know what? It's good to have faith. That's all you can ask for. It looks like the Sauber team's already picked the next person as well. They're gonna have some faith in. Let's show it up. Andrew Jacobson is gonna go up to the top with ADF. The tier 1 pick. Yep. Another dude, you're so right, Jim. It's just safe after safe after safe. He's not picked anybody that's risky.
That's it.
He's
Everyone,
smart.
they will. All of his drivers will be there every week, and they're safe, clean drivers, and that's it. That's what he looks for every season.
Yep, that's smart though. I mean, he never ends up at the bottom. Never,
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be going for the top, but I definitely don't think he's gonna be rocketing.
No,
to the
he
bottom
definitely
either.
will not be. He definitely will not be last.
Yeah, I happen to find myself, I'm either hero or zero. So, that's how I always run to do. I'm risking it for the biscuit, That's my move. And let's hope I got a biscuit today. But somebody who's going after the biscuit next is our good friend Cobb. He's got 2 picks to go right here. I'm gonna say he's gonna go double tier 3. That's my crystal ball moment right here. Mod, what do you think? Where do you think he's gonna go?
I think he's got to grab himself a teammate and then probably tier 3. driver as well. Would make the most sense in my opinion, but we'll see what he does.
I agree with Mod. Yeah.
Tier 4, Tier 3?
And 1 Tier 3, yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like he's actually put in his first pick, so let's see if we're geniuses or if we should never buy a lottery ticket again. Let's show it. It's Tier 1's Henry. We are unlucky people. Whoopsies. Yeah, you know, I still think it's a great pick, though. Henry's another smart one, but I think he's Tier 1B, right? Yeah.
Yeah, at this point right now, if I would be saving the rest of
That's
Tier 1
slander.
till the end.
Slander.
The end of time.
Andrew is rapid.
Yeah.
He's been no assist for a few months ago now, and he's rapid. He's not the same that before.
Well, Cobb has put his pick in to kick off round number 4.
All right, let's see where he's going to go, Mr. Snake Pick. We got one of them right, guys. He does get for a Tier 3. It's OG Freed. There he is. He's been picked. OG Freed, not a brand new driver from what I remember, but I don't remember racing against him in the past. Anybody remember OG Freed?
I just did the entire stat sheet up to season 13, and I don't remember him being on there. So
yeah, right.
So I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Happy to say that
I just wished him on the race.
Which one? The rookie race?
Yes, that's the only time I raced with him, so I don't remember him other than that.
Well, how did he do? Was he beating you?
We were fighting in the last lap at Sandwood, and he ended up winning with a great defense. So he's a good defender.
Okay, all right. Hey, could be good.
He's Tier 3.
Yeah. Also, Yellowstone is saying there's still one Tier 1 steal on the board who has yet to be picked, and OGs will know who I'm referring to. We're gonna find out who he's talking about. I really don't know actually who he's talking about, but we're gonna find out for sure.
Is he Tier 1?
If he can get back to me, I know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. We're gonna find out who it is. Well, hey, let's go ahead and show up the next one. Let's see if they're in.
Yep.
I mean, Jacobson goes for a Tier 4 Welshie.
That's fast. That's some
Andy,
speed.
Andy, you know Welshie. Do you remember Welshie? OG.
Oh, I know Welshie very well. Yeah, that's a great Tier 4 pick. That's a great Tier 4 pick. I think,
Tier 4 pick.
Welshie is, I remember him driving that Dar McLaren. He was incredibly bullish, not afraid to try and overtake you. Got himself tangled in a few incidents. It has to be said, I remember him very well from the stewards board. But yeah, I think that's a pretty decent pick.
Yeah,
he does find himself in there pretty often, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Yes, he does.
I've seen so many visits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Versus English Shadow.
Yeah.
V-Dunk has put his pick in.
Yeah, and speaking of instance, let's go ahead and show the next one. V-Dunk has picked the Magnet. It's Mr. JTV Drippin for Newbie's teammate. That is an interesting Tier 4 lineup.
Oh my lord.
Whoa.
Wow.
V-Dunk is going for broke for sure. Broke on buyouts for that is a brave one for sure. But JD is saying that he's gonna be totally clean this season. I saw at the beginning of the chat he said no more incidents this season. He said 0. Absolutely 0.
He's had seasons where he's had very few penalty points. So he just needs to focus on it and he'll be fine. He's quick too. I had him on my team last season, so he's fast. He'll be there. He'll be there at the end of the races.
I'm gonna say one thing. This teammate Nobi GT is
scary, dude.
That's scary.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
That's another one.
It's gonna be a headache. It's gonna be a headache. Trust me.
That's another one. Well, hey, let's go see who Eruption's gonna go for. Let's show it up. Eruption has given a teammate to his top driver, Snakeki. Snakey is there in Tier 1 with Miniko. Smart pick. Very smart. Homies. Good pick. Good pick. Is it weird that I feel like it's 3 Tier 1A and 17 Tier 1Bs? And there's no outlier in Tier 1 anymore? Right?
Yeah, I mean, Snakey was around what? Like, I want to say like 4 seasons ago. He was full time. I want to say.
He's got
But
shots at wins, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think he can be the back of 1A. I would say.
I mean, I think it's going to be a scary one for sure. I'm excited to see, if he can pull it together for a good season. It's good to have him back for sure. So we'll see what Mr. Snakey's got in this next one. Looks like Titan's actually gone ahead and thrown in his next pick as well. So I'm ready to show that one up. Ready for it, Mod?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Titan going to the bottom with a new driver, Declean. Welcome in, Declean. Anybody see him in rookie races? Mod? Anybody? No?
No.
No? Well, this is I think that's probably going to be a homie pick then from Titan, for sure. Or he just has vibes, and ultimate vibes. It's one of the two. I'm hoping it's ultimate
Pogs
vibes.
had vibes in, what was that, season 5? Pogs had vibes.
Yeah, the first time. And who did he get? Marcus Libs? Yeah.
Marcus
what
Libs,
the heck was that
in
crap,
tier,
dude?
in tier 2. In tier 2, where he just beat everyone by 10 seconds every race.
He had no league experience.
Yeah, and then he goes and literally races Max Verstappen in real life. Literally. Like, zero exaggeration. Literally gets flown out to Netherlands to go race him. So, like, that was probably the best pick of his racing league history, I would say. And this could be another one of those. Declean could be tier 4 at the bottom, but ends up throwing down tier 2 pace and just washing it. So we're going to find out
Rowdy
for sure.
has put his pick in.
Oh, let's go ahead and show it up. I haven't looked at this one yet. D-Master in tier 2. What a pick. That's annoying. Good pick. Just go type the game real fast. Yep, that was a great pick, my friend. Well done. Right before mine, too. That's pretty cool of you. Great pick there from D-Master for tier 2. I think he's always, got a good shot at being strong. I see him going out and throwing down some pretty good races this season. He knows how to handle tier 2 as well, because, again, it's all about not getting walked over. And so that's going to be the important part. Now, the question is, how's he going to handle against, like, the, Dreams and the Gwenfros and the Happies who can turn it on and really go aggressive. So, we'll see what he's got there for sure. Now, I think
put your pick in.
I have. Let's go ahead and show it up. I have picked a forever homie. I needed this guy in our team. It's Mr. City of R. He's back in tier 2, baby. Let's go. And Rowdy's mad about it. Let's go. That's all I care about.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good pick. That is a very good pick.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm surprised he lasted this long, if I'm being honest with you. But you know what? I am happy because he's back. City, let's go. Let's have some fun. Now we're on to Ted. I think Ted's already. Oh no, Ted is not ready. Yeah, I think it is going to be Jacobson's top pick.
Another drafted person.
Yep.
It's a safe pick, right?
Yeah, safe pick. I mean, he's a steward, so he's clean. He'll be there. He's always there every week. Yep. And I think him not being in tier 1 this year is going to be much better for him. He's going to be a lot happier.
Yeah. I remember back in the days when I used to actually race with him in the same tier, and yeah, that was shoot, he would smoke me. So yeah, I am happy he's above me. This is plenty fine for me for sure. I think he's going to be pretty strong in his spot. I see some good results. Now, obviously, I haven't gone and filled out the bottom yet. There's strategy, guys. There's thoughts. There's strategy. There's thoughts. Remember, zero hero time.
That is
for sure.
Picking.
Ooh, all right. Let's go ahead and show it up. Ted has grabbed himself a teammate. Tier 4, Razor BTW. He's done and dusted it. Okay. All right. What do you guys think about that pick right there?
You want the truth? I don't think it's a good pick. I don't think he scored more than 8 points in his time here. So
look it up. Pause. I have the stat sheet open. I will look it up.
Let's figure it out.
Stats. I can look it up. I'll look it up. Let me see.
Could be wrong, but he was on my do not draft list.
Oh, that's not the list you want to be on. Let's see. Razor has 3 points in 7 races.
Wow. Oof.
Yep.
But you know what? This is time for him to turn a new leaf.
Yep. That's it.
He's got it.
That's all the past. That's all the past.
New game, new
John
game.
put his pick in.
Oh, new game, new John. Let's see what he's got. John has gone for a tier 1 pick of Magical Forehead.
Oh,
Okay.
Lasted a while. Yep. That was a long time to get there. I'm wondering when Yellow Snowman's tier 1 steel is gonna get picked up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Who is that tier 1 steel he's talking about as well? Also, Razor says, trust, I'm on wheel now. 4 points this time.
Nice.
What a chirp.
See?
What a chirp.
We're going up. We're going up.
Yeah, we're going up. Only up from here.
Yep.
Well, I think it's the next one. Let's show it up. Yellow says, do the thing, Mod. Did Mod do the thing? He goes for Ramo Page, a brand new driver, if I recall correctly, in tier 1. Am I right?
Yes, he's good friends with Chazzy, and he was all talk that he's, if not better than Chazzy. So we're hoping that's true.
Like it.
E5s.
Okay.
Better is what we're hoping.
All right. Hey, we're gonna find out if that's true, though. We won't know until the lights go green, won't we? But Yellow, I wonder if Yellow's mad or I miss Yellow's like red card versus green cards. When he would throw our red cards for the bad picks, dude. He was the first one to let us know when we messed up.
Yeah. He's been in chat. After.
Yes, he has.
I've been watching. So.
Yellow says it's okay. Well, hey, now he won't get a tier 1 steal, but Mod is on to another tier. Let's see where he goes. Mod, ready to show it?
Yeah,
let's do it. Sorry, pardon my language. You suck. Well done. What a pick. That's Ardell in tier 2. It's a great pick. It's a really smart idea. It's a really good idea. Dang it. Yeah, it's a great pick right there. Ardell's great in tier 2. Great in tier 2. Yeah, Andy, you're like, oh yeah, that's a speedy one, isn't it?
Yeah, I like Ardell. I think he's got good pace. Again, another one. If he can keep it clean and stay out of trouble, I think he's got points every single week.
Yep. Yeah, I think so too. It's a great pick. Yeah, he's here in chat. He says, okay, then. He did not expect that. Hey, you're here to go and throw down some serious points, Ben. So let's see what you got here. Down in tier 2. I think it's going to be a good time. He says, I must burn my Mercedes shirt I wear it. Yeah, you have to. Hey, it's the same engine. It's close enough, right?
Yeah.
Close enough, right?
John put his pick in.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and see John's. Omarmo in tier 3. All right.
Ooh,
I like that pick. I think Omarmo's a smart one. I will always vouch for Omarmo. It's a good pick for sure. Yellow says tier 2 is Guantanamo Bay this season. You should be very happy about driving. Yeah, it's a good pick for Omarmo, I think. Getting picked up right now. It's good. Smart from John. Yeah. I won't I got nothing to say about that one. That's smart. It's good. But now we're on to Ted, and I'm curious where he's gonna be going with this one. I'm very, very curious what his thought process is here. I wonder. I mean, where would he go?
Yeah, is he just going to forfeit tier 3? Is that what he's doing right now?
Is he seeing everybody get picked up and he's like, it's not even worth it anymore. I'm just gonna take the defaults, Though somebody just asked, why does Merc and Ferrari have one less pick than the teams? Because their team principals aren't driving, so they're going to be forced the final 2 picks because they themselves are not driving. So that's the penalty they pay effectively for not driving is having the final 2 picks no matter what. Owen says, glad I'm not tier 2. Yeah, for real. It's gonna be a slaughter fest right there. It looks like obviously tier 3 has not been drafted nearly as much as I was expecting it to be. Tier 1's basically all full. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4 people that are tier 1. One of them obviously is Yellow Snowman's like genius super pick, right? So we'll see who that is. And tier 3 and tier 4 still looking pretty empty. So kind of curious there. We're on to Ted though.
I just put his pick in.
Let's go see where he goes. He's gone tier 3 with Border X-Man. That's a smart pick. That's a good one. Very good.
Safe guy.
There. Now I'm gonna
around the points.
I'm gonna make a really, really, really dumb decision right now. I'm gonna let the panel here decide. Am I picking a tier 2 or a tier 4 driver? You guys pick.
What? Let me see this
tier
board
2
here.
Mod says tier 2. Kamau says tier 4. Andy says tier 2.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I would say 2, actually. I would say tier 2 because tier 4 is always questionable. We always have new guys in the tier that end up being ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
That everyone has no idea about. So.
Okay.
One of those fall into your lap.
All right. You guys asked for it, and you get it. I've got my pick in there for tier 2.
Show it up.
Let's do it. The people have spoken. And I've got Technic Speedy in tier 2. I have got an absolute beast up in tier 2.
Yes.
That is speed.
He's gonna win the tier, so.
I know.
He's speedy. But
he's talked some big game, but he's a scary one.
Also scary. He's also scary.
So, as you guys couldn't tell, I've taken a note out of Yellow Snowman's book, and I've said, I am going to go for the drivers that I know have the pace, but just need to be reminded to not kill each other. That's it. That's it. And he absolutely can do that. He can go and win every single week. Just, Speedy, I see you in chat. Don't kill people, my friend. Please be nice. Defend, but don't kill people. You got this.
Rowdy's put his pick in.
All right, let's do it. Freddy's just like, wishes me luck, and Freddy's saying wishes me luck. Oh God. Oh man, Rowdy has gone for Striker in tier 4. Smart move. Smart move. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's pretty high on my list next. That's smart. Striker's been taken.
Put his pick in.
Oh wow. Holy smokes. These guys are
flying.
speeding. Let's go for it. We don't even get a chance to talk about Striker. Though obviously he's a great pick right there in tier 4. We're on to tier 3's Logan. Logan.
That is a good pick.
It's a I would say it's a controversial pick as well, right?
He was Mr. Irrelevant last season, and he was almost at the top of his tier.
He did crush it last season.
He had a win for me. I mean, he's good. He's just got to keep it on the track. That's what I'll say. He doesn't have a problem with running into people. He has a problem with spinning himself out.
Yep, exactly. He is his own worst enemy, unfortunately. So, you know what? No more Mr. Undesirable. Exactly. Yep, it's good to go. I think it's good. Striker, he says, not expect to be picked by Rebel. Well, Striker, you've been grabbed, my friend. You're in a good spot. And now we're on to Eruption, who obviously has one less driver currently picked right now. He's got options, tier 2, tier 3, or tier 4. I think Eruption's going to go with a tier 3. He's going to get at least one driver in every single tier, is my guess. What do you guys think? Andy, where do you think he's going to be going with this one?
Yeah, I'd say tier 3. You see that the guys are beginning to get picked up now. So you want to get yourself strong driver in tier 3. He's covered off his other 2 tiers. He's obviously gone to the hilt in tier 1, so he's left himself some space. But tier 3, I'd be going for if I was Eruption right now.
Yep. Well, hey, looks like
pick in.
Yeah, he's done it. Let's go ahead and show it up. And looks like it is a tier 3 driver. It's Mr. Lethal Pete in tier 3.
Mr. Lethal Pete tier 3. Oh.
I do want to put out a little bit of lore here with Pete. Pete was, and I repeat, begging for tier 4. Like, I think I saw him on his hands and knees through Discord type of thing. He was praying to be in tier 4, but he's been put into tier 3, and I do not know if that means he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder and say, "Oh yeah, all right, you know what? Let's prove him wrong," or if he's gonna be like, "All right, that's it. I'm just gonna throw in the towel and call it quits." I have a feeling I know which of the two is more likely. But Kamau, I'm curious.
I don't think he'll quit. I think he will potentially protest quite a lot.
He doth protest
for a few weeks.
He definitely doth protest.
I think once he gets his head down, Pete's got some good pace. You know, he's done pretty well. He's just got to focus on the track and the race, not the tier, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair.
Got to focus on doing a good job, and he will do a good job.
Well, let's see what he's got right here, and I think the next person to pick is already ready to go. B-Dunk has got his pick in. Let's go ahead and show it up. The Dunk has also covered off all of his tiers, and he's gotten Land Sharky in tier 3. All right, pretty decent, pretty all right. I'm looking at all these drivers in tier 3, and I'm like, yep, I'm unfortunately quite well placed. A lot of these guys are going to beat the crap out of me, so this is fun. And that's another one who I think is probably going to be smoking me this season. So, yeah, this will be an interesting one for sure. I think it's good, and it's smart from B-Dunk to cover off all of his heroes for sure right now.
Yep.
Very smart.
Yep, for sure. Very good. Very good.
Yep. Also,
Very good
Yellow
pick.
says something I think rather important. He says, the head never gets down, Andy. That's the problem for Pete.
Yes. Maybe this is the game cycle. Maybe this is the game cycle where Pete gets his head down and focuses on the race.
Turning a new page. Look at this is the whole point of the season.
Everyone,
right? Everybody's turning a new page.
New page. That's
We're
it.
all definitely
Razor's gonna get 100 points. Pete's gonna fix himself. We're gonna be fine. That's it.
Yeah, we are talking about Pete. We're talking about Pete. You guys really believe that? Come on now.
Kamal, you have lots of experience with that too. Yeah. What do you think about that pick for Pete? I got to go
He's a
back to
good-
it because I'm so curious.
Yes, to be honest, if he was in tier 2 last season, so it's normal if he go down, he want to go to tier 3. So in that regard, it's fine. But he would say, I went to tier 4. But he will be fine. He will be fine. He just need to get his head straight and have somebody to talk to him to be like I think the Yellow was able to do that at some point when he was at Williams. But if he find his game on, he can be good. He can be good.
He can be. You're right. I think he does just need to kind of lock in and
Yeah.
not think so much. Just go out there and do. That's all he's got to do.
Exactly.
Jacobs
we're on to
has
the-
put his pick in.
Let's go ahead and show it up.
Come on,
Let's see what he's got.
Do it.
MB Jacobson, does he go safe? Does he have somebody to go safe with?
I think.
Okay.
think-
All right. I think
I
that's
know.
a smart pick. Grabbing a gamer in tier 2. He said, I want to go risky for once. Let's do it. I think he needed that. I think he needed some spice in that team. And gamer's a good spice up for the team. For sure. That he can be front runner or in the wall. And I think, but gamer, he pushes 100% every single race. So,
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, this will be an interesting one.
Where's
Yeah.
Gamers?
Well,
He was in
Cobb
the
has
top
put
10
his
in
pick
some
in.
stat.
Ooh, Cobb has
Yeah.
put his pick in it. Let's go ahead and show the first one. And someone's asking about it, and there it's taken. Dimey is in tier 2 as well, by the way. Oh, okay. So, good spot right there. Oh my, dang it. Yeah, that's a good pick right there for sure. And now Cobb gets to go and snake round to his second to last pick. Let's go ahead and show this second last pick as well. Smart right there. That's smart. It's a good tier 4 pick right there. Very good with Corny. I just have to send a quick message real fast to MB Jacobson because I've already seen his pick. Perfect. Thank you so much. Very bad about that one, but no, that's actually a great pick for tier 4 with Cobb. I think he's smart. He's only got a tier 3 driver left. He's just gonna go ahead and take whatever's left for him. He actually won't get. He might get the scraps. He's got. If B-Dunk decides to pick the tier 3 before him, he gets last pick of tier 3. If B-Dunk does not, then B-Dunk gets last tier 3. If I'm doing math right. So, yeah, time to find out for sure. Now we're on to the next one though. Looks like MB Jacobson, and let's go ahead and show it up. Great pick. Great pick. It's chosen Tolby. Tier 4.
Wow.
That's a
Great
very
pick.
good pick.
That's a really
That's a
good
very good.
pick.
Yep. Yep. He,
How about that?
I know he had a season off. But that's a very good pick for that tier.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah, it's a good spot to get him for sure. I think Tolby getting back is going to be lots of fun. So, yeah, it'll be cool to see him back on the grid. We've missed him a lot. So, welcome back, Jonathan Tolby, and you're here in tier 4. So you got a shot at some serious wins this season, I think. Go and get after it.
Sure.
Now we're on to B-Dunk though,
Yep.
and I'm curious who he's going to go with. Oh, actually, looks like he's already in. Let's go ahead and see which team he fills up. Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4. He's gone Tier 2 with a new driver, Captain Redbeard. Anybody watch him in rookie races? Kamal? Did you watch him at all?
I raced him in 5 lappers on Friday. He's quick. He's quicker than me for sure.
Okay, well, he's a couple tiers up, so I would hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd really feel bad about missing you if I draft. Dang it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one for sure. He's gonna be good. Hey, Redbeard says time to hydrate. Gonna sweat. All right, Redbeards, it's time, man. Time to see what you got here. Welcome to tier 2. Now we're on to Eruption. He's either going to fill out tier 2, tier 3, or tier 4. I think if he's looking at the draft board and he's saying, hey, what am I going to get stuck with? You got to pick your tier 2 guy, right? You have to. If I'm him. I don't see how he can pick tier 3 or tier 4, because tier 3, he's got 2 other people, and tier 4, he'll still get stuck with either way. So,
Eruption.
Yeah.
Pick in.
Oh, good pick. All right, let's go ahead and show it. And he's gone with tier 2's Avira. Yep. Yeah, it's a speedy one. Good spot, especially third to last round. Good spot. Well, technically second to last round. Good one for sure. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. And that's his tier 2 lineup. Done and dusted. 2-stop Brighter and Avira. Heroes or Zero. I think they're both kind of like upper mids. I would say upper midfields. Probably, yeah.
Titan
They're both gonna be consistent. Titan's gone for it. All right, let's go ahead and show it. I can hear by that scoff in your voice, Mod. You're not too stoked about that one. That is Vonleh in tier 4, gone and taken away from you, Mod. Now you're down to not too many tier 4 drivers left, Mod. And you know you're about to lose one more to me, so just a reminder. Yeah, I think that was smart for him. He's left tier 1 up to chances. He says, hey, I got Supply Raptor. I've got enough consistent points. Who cares what happens? That was smart. That was smart from Titan, I would say. That was smart. Andy, what are you thinking? I see you looking pensively at that pick.
No, I like it. I think absolutely it was the pick to go for. We talked earlier on, there's only, what now, four tier 1 drivers left. Are they all going to be that mid-bottom of tier 1B, as Jim would say? We're not going to talk too much, I don't think, about what's in the parentheses. Yeah, I'm liking that pick for whatever it is. But yeah, definitely leaving tier 1 blank. Definitely leaving tier 1 blank.
We're hoping YouTube's AI isn't going to be able to read that one for sure. That's just his new name change. So I don't know how he got to past the Xbox and PC and PlayStation filters, but he found a way to get to the EA filter. So good for him. We're on to the next one. It looks like it's Rockin' Rowdy, and I think he's already ready to go, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and show it. Rowdy has gone for tier 3's man in the box. Back in the seat. All right. That'll be a good one.
All right, put me out of my misery.
Yep. Of course I did.
I
knew that's what you wanted too. I knew exactly what you wanted. 100%. Yeah. Yep. So
all right.
So let's go ahead and give me my bestie. In tier 4, he's back for another season. I can never get rid of him because he's never gonna get rid of me. It's Midnight Killer. Welcome back, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I'm excited to have him. I always love having Midnight Killer on the team. He's always good vibes, always good fun. And I think this is going to be no different. I think it's going to be a great, great, great addition for sure. I'm excited.
Ted, let's put his pick in.
Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and show it. Oh, it's finally happened. Rich Sebi has been taken in tier 2. All right. All right. It took a while, but Sebi, I think, is a steal there in tier 2. This far deep, big steal for tier 2. Now, Pat and his friends are all going to say no. Terrible idea. Yeah, Minico says, excuse me to Sebi. Yeah. I think they're like, wow, how is he tier 2? We're going to find out what he's got here for sure. Yeah, Pat says how... Oh, wow, they're angry. Uh-oh. Are they saying that he should be up or he should be tier 3? That's the real question, right? But yeah. Rich Sebi, tier 2. Scary one there. Andy, what are you thinking? I see you giggling.
Guantanamo Bay might have been an understatement, says
Yep. Yeah, Sketchable says that's BS. He's gonna dominate. He's gonna be tier 1, says Pat. Hey, we're gonna find out. I mean, new game, new Sebi, right? Never know. But I think Sebi knows how to find walls better than he knows how to find the letter A on a keyboard. So it's pretty impressive how he finds his way out there. But you know what? He's got a good shot at some wins. You never know if he can go put it together. Let's see who the next one is. I think Jonah's work is already ready to go. Yeah. So let's go and show it. Done his work. Will force the final tier 2 pick to Mod. He grabs J-Jo, and Mod is forced with the final tier 2 pick.
That late?
That's okay. That's
I know.
okay.
Late?
I'm proud
That's
of it.
crazy.
It's
They-
late.
These guys are
wild.
inexperienced and they don't know who he is.
That is wild to me.
Yep. And J-Jo says, WTF, Sebi is considerably quicker than me. We're going to find out. I mean,
like it.
I think
like
J-Jo's...
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
like
J-Jo's
it.
a good spot right there in tier 2. He says, I stand corrected. I'm going to beat him, probably is what he's about to say. Right after he's saying.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. This is gonna be an interesting one for sure. Oh, okay, cool. Good move from Mod. All right. Let's go ahead and show Mod's next pick. It's the final tier 2 driver. And it's Gabo. It is, says Yellowstone. Don't tell me Gabo's last one. He was. As a rookie. That's a long time for him to get picked, huh?
He's not a rookie. He's actually been here before. But like
Yeah,
I said, everyone's been. He was here back
It
in
was-
season
it
6
was-
and 7.
yep. It was
Oh,
Gaboo.
yeah.
He had two O's.
He was
Two
a
O's
tier
at
1
the end.
driver.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
He was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Was so mad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay. We're going to find out. All right, Yellow says that's the tier 2 winner. He's calling it now.
Yeah.
That's an early call.
That's a really big girl. Well, I don't know him, to be honest. I don't know him, so.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when
He was.
here, I
He's
wasn't
very
there.
quick.
He
Very
was
quick.
he was a speedy boy for sure. He was one that was
Yep.
always scary. Very scary. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what he's got down there. Tier 2, it's gonna be crazy.
I've put my final pick in.
Oh, Yellow says that was the tier 1 steal. And now he's tier 2. All right.
Yep. Yep.
Well, we'll find out. Let's go ahead and show it up, Mod. Show me your tier 4 driver. Oh, good pick. Good pick. He got Race Boy right there. Good pick for tier 4. He's one of the new guys. Smart for sure. I think you all know exactly. Oh, everybody who sees the draft board knows exactly what I'm going to pick next. But yeah, that's smart, Mod. You've rounded out your team. Wow. How are you feeling?
First
About
one
your
done.
team?
I was a lot nervous. I was a little nervous. I'm actually pretty proud of it. The feedback has been great, so can't complain. Defending team principal. Time to go join Pugs and get the second one.
Only one.
Back to back. All right.
Let's see what he's got. Go for it. Now we're on to John Does Work. He's got the 5th to last tier 3 is entirely unpopulated. There's still 5 drivers left in tier 3. This is crazy that this person's gone this long. But we're on to tier 3, the next pick. Let's go ahead and show it up. Wow, late pick here. We've been talking about him for a while. It's Normbash, tier 3.
Yes.
Taking a while, but it's Kamal. It's a teammate for you. Kamal, you got a bit of a stewardship tier right there, huh?
Yes, I love my team. I love it. I love it.
That's looking dangerous. The V cards are looking like they could be a sneaky one for sure. I see
Ted is
some.
put his pick in.
I see some scary ones. All right, let's go ahead and show Ted's next. Who's he gonna finish up with? It's tier 3s. F1 RC. I am dead, dude. I am not surviving this tier. That's a good tier right there for sure. That's a good one. Very good. Yep. Very, very good. Good grab right there. And now I'm gonna get the second last tier 4 driver. And I will gladly.
Can't blame you.
Yep. Yep. There was strategy this one. Let's go ahead and show it. I've taken Quinny, a new driver as well, in tier 4. He's unfortunately my only brand new driver for the season, brand new to Moose Racing League, but I think he's going to do a great job here tonight, or sorry, this season. I'm excited to see him in here. So yes, welcome, my friend Quinny. And now we're on to Rock and Rowdy. We're going to be blasting through this final round, but of course, a lot of people are just kind of on their default picks. And let's see who Rowdy has gone for, because we're going to only go for tier 1 now. There's a few. Yeah. Not anymore. Yeah. Now there's just 3 because Tay Vision is grabbed. Do you guys know who that is?
Am I supposed to?
You should.
He's
raced Moose Rig.
I know.
He's raced Moose many times.
In tier 1? Yeah.
In tier 1. I know.
Taylor.
He's climbed the ladder.
It's Taylor. He's climbed the ladder
Taylor.
big time.
Oh.
When he joined, he
He's
was
fine.
tier 4, tier 3.
Tier 5, surely.
Yeah. No, he was
That's
he
the
was
same
he
tier
was
as me at
tier
some point.
yeah. He was tier 3 or tier 4. But
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's what
Yeah.
happens. I do that sheet and everyone changes their name and I have no idea
I know, right?
who these names are.
Everyone should
all
just
the
keep their
time.
names. Gosh,
His
of course.
first pick in.
All right, we're on to Titan as Taylor's just jumped in the chat and he's annoyed. Let's go ahead and show Titans. Titan goes for Mods SC Boy. They're up in tier 1. Still somebody that has yet to be picked, which I'm surprised. Dude, if he's the last tier 1 pick, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Again?
Exactly what you're talking about.
You
I
know
can't
exactly
believe
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can't. He
Yeah.
can't be.
I think he will
He
be.
can't.
I really think he will be. I'm 100% certain he will be. Well, actually, maybe not. I think the next guy who's got a shot at tier 1 is a decent chance of grabbing him. But that's
Yeah.
Mods Boy. Been taken. So we'll see where he goes. Now, notice, guys, tier 2 is fully filled. Tier 3 has 3 drivers left. Tier 1 has 2, and tier 4 only has 1 left. Eruption has a hard choice to make right here. Is he going to go with tier 4 or tier 3? Nobody say a word. Oh, I want him to pick tier 4 so bad
Eruption
and throw that
put
pick.
his pick in.
The Eruption's put his pick in. Let's go ahead and show it. Imagine he picked tier 4. I would have cried laughing. He goes with Iron Boogs in tier 3. It's a great pick right there. That's a great pick. Iron Boogs this late in the draft in tier 3 is a good pick. He's a tier 3 champion, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a good pick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, Taylor says, you know what, tier 1 should be fun. Thanks, guys. Yep, have fun, man. Enjoy yourself up there. Casey says Iron should have been last. Oof. Rough. And tell it to him. That's brutal. Well, hey, we've seen Titan, Rowdy, myself, Ted, John, and Mod all complete our grid so far. We're down to B-Dunk next, and then MB Jacobson will complete his grid, and Cobb will complete his grid. Back to B-Dunk for the second and last, and Eruption will have Mr. Irrelevant for the season. I'm looking at these teams right now, the ones that are completed, and seriously, that V-Carb and that McLaren are some scary teams for sure. Come out when you're looking at those two. Take away your bias from the V-Carb. What are you thinking?
McLaren. Like, I can be whatever I want. This mod team is, have the edge on us in some cheers. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah,
McLaren.
Gabo was it's good. It's a really good pick. I don't know how you got away with that late, dude. That's crazy.
Nobody know him, I guess.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, let's see what he's got this season for sure. Now we're down into just waiting on B-Dunk. I knew it. Oh, but I wanted it to be the other way. Let's go ahead and show it up. Let's see who B-Dunk goes for. It's tier 1's Sketchy Bull. He's not last in tier 1.
Oh my god,
man.
he is a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Honestly,
all saying,
Jacobson
like,
probably would have. Jacobson probably would have wanted to pick him anyway.
yeah, I think so too.
So.
Yep.
But
Yep.
that is a good pick. Sketchy's been around a while. He knows how to work tier 1. So.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's got a shot at, hopefully surviving. But now we're on to the final tier 1 pick. We honestly already have it by default, so Mod, you kind of already could force his pick if you wanted to, but yeah, this is the forced pick right here. Yeah. It's the forced tier 1 pick, so let's go ahead and show it up. The final tier 1, it's Z46. I literally don't remember who this is. Is he a rookie?
This is
He used to reserve for tier 2 last season.
Ah,
and
got it.
he updated his time trial, showed up to the rookie races. First was to put him in tier.
All right. Up in tier 1 he goes. Let's see what he's got. Why are people saying Lamau on Z is tier 1? Is he like, what? Is he tier 2, tier 3 type pace? I don't know. Hey, we're going to find out for sure. I mean, he can't go any higher, right? But yeah, let's see what he's got. Now we're on to Cobb, the second to last tier 3 driver. How is this late? There's no chance. That's crazy. All right. Let's go ahead and show Cobb's final pick. Let's show it up. That's insane this late. once the hero, now Gary 5000 is down to the second to last pick of tier 3.
Wow.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
wild. Especially in tier 3. Gary is definitely easily comfortably in tier 3 pace without question. So
he'll be more than fine there. That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. He obviously benefits on games where no assists is stronger. And this is one of those games, like I obviously, you know, if you know how to drive without the assists, it really makes a difference this game. So Gary's got a really good chance, I think, here. I stopped paying attention to tier 3 as soon as I drafted my teammate literally first. So that's crazy, bro. That is a late one for sure. But now we're back to B-Dunk for second to last pick. And he's got the default tier 3 final driver. So we'll see. You want to just go ahead and show it?
Yeah, show.
Let's go ahead and show it up. That's insane. Also, it's gone this long. It's Meebinator. Sorry, not Meebinator. Excuse me, Shamrock. I looked one.
What?
Picks. I know, dude. Chunky Shamrock, dude.
I know he doesn't qualify ever, but what are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's a long time to let him go, man.
Word.
That is wild. Yep. Chunky Shamrock. Late, but avoids Mr. Irrelevant for sure. Avoids Mr. Irrelevant. But again, doesn't qualify. I mean, Shamrock, bro, we need you to just put in a little bit of quality effort. Just throw that fuel down and give it a lap. Even just do it on, you know, hearts if you can. Just put something in, you know? It's man something special. But now we're on to Mr. Irrelevant. It's the final one. Let's go ahead and show up. Our final pick of the night. Let's do it. The last pick of the night. The man who always asks for a break is Great Ace. Needs to go pee, poop, smoke. I don't know. But you know what? Maybe this will be the season where we start giving him his break in between quali and race session. You guys know it's true too. It's the funniest thing. I love it, man. He's always vibes. Always vibes.
Yep. I don't know if you guys know, but Villeneuve and Great Ace are pretty much the most oldest people in the league. They should be top 3, top 4 oldest people in this league.
I think, I know Great Ace definitely is. I didn't know Villeneuve.
Villeneuve as well. He's like old man. So, yeah.
He's it. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Well, hey, you know, I think that's a pretty good draft sheet so far. We've got some pretty good teams right here. Mod, of course, with a really strong one, the McLaren, with the Chuby, Rambo, Page, Ardell, Gaboo, insane, himself, Attila, Testarossa, and Racer Boy. John does work with another really good one as well. Simon Calls from Magic 4 had tier 1 with PNW Bum and J. Joan tier 2, Oramo Norbash, himself, and Kamau rounds at the bottom. Really, really good draft for him for sure. But then we got down to Ted, who I think has a bit of work to do with this team. He needs to definitely get some coaching because he's got Zyros, Freuena, Golden Drift, Rich Sebi, Border, F1RC himself, and Ray's dude. I'm looking at Ted's. I'm a little bit worried, but we pop over to Williams. I'm not going to put any sort of opinion on this because I am an unbiased commentator, but I've got the greatest driver of all time, DeFi, the second greatest driver of all time, Chaz. Actually, no, I think they're tied for greatest. What's crazy is City of Ours also tied for greatest with those guys. And Technic, of course, tied for greatest. Honestly, we've got those guys, and then Sniper, myself, Midnight, and Quinny, our new rookie into the team. So excited to have him. Tier 1's Cloud, the only franchise pick of the draft, with Tay Vision and his teammate. VE Savage, D-Master, Snoop Francis, Man in the Box, Rowdy, and Striker makes up the Red Bull team. Haas, the American team, with a strong American driver at the top with Supply Raptor and his friend Mons Boy. Then we got Dreams and Alex Carew Goat, a smart pick between those two. Titan and Logan, Titan picking a very strong teammate. And then Declean and Von Lay, who could be an absolute beast. Eruption, not driving this season, but does not stop him from having a decent draft. Miniko and Snaky, great tier 1. Dips off a little bit, though, in tier 2 with 2-stop and Avira, but still pretty good. Mr. Lift Pete and Iron Boogs, a very, very interesting combo. And I think that's probably the most interesting team out of all of the tier teams. Pete and Boogs. It's a very interesting one. And then we got Villanova Great Ace. That's an interesting one. I like that. And then we got, of course, got the Dunk drafting up Lyric and Sketchable in tier 1 since he himself is not driving up there. Harvard Cat and Redbird in tier 2. Land Sharky and Shamrock in tier 3. And Newbie and JT in tier 4. Could be a dangerous one there. Could be a dangerous one in both points and penalty points. So we're going to find out. Jim, watch out for them. Put them on the repeat offender list. I dare you.
They'll be there. I don't have to put them there. They'll be
He's
there
like,
on their
they'll
own.
be there by their own.
Nope,
Well,
they'll be there on their own.
We got Edby Jacobson. They have completely opposite drafting strategy as B-Dunk, with safety as number 1 priority, ADF and Z46 in tier 1. Gwenfrone Gamer in tier 2. His only, I would say, like, you know, non-sure pick, but I think in the right way, where Gamer can really, you know, show up and throw down for sure. Mebinator and himself in tier 3, and then Welshie and Chosen Tolby in tier 4. Great tier 4 lineup from Edby Jacobson, I gotta say. It's a great tier 4 lineup. And then Cobb K has gotten Andy and Henry in tier 1. Smart picks, always gonna have the setups. Happy Like Pies and Diamond in tier 2. Homies, they're gonna hold hands while they drive. And they may even hold toes, who knows, because they really like each other. OG Freed and Gary in tier 3. Gary, great grab there. And then, of course, Cobb and his friend Corny down in tier 4. Andy, you're looking at this sheet right here. Who do you see has thrown down an absolute heater of a draft?
You know what? I really like Red Bull and Rowdy's picks. I think he's got a little bit of the unknown kicking around in there, but he's also got some of the names that we've seen do a damn good job in some of those tiers as well over the course of the last few seasons. I love Cloud. I think D-Master is a great pick. Snoop, man in the box. Rowdy himself, of course, down there in tier 4. And then, you know, having Striker as a partner in crime down in tier 4. I like that team. I think it looks real good. I think Maud's done a good job as well, and I take everything I said about John being a flop. I think that's a couple of great teams as well. But I'm looking at the Red Bull team. I really like it.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good. I think Kamal, we obviously know which team you like the most, and your number 2 is McLaren. But if you had to pick a flop team out of these, who do you think who's gone and pooped the bed?
You know, I don't think there is a team that really was from, because even if they may have like 6 or 5, but maybe not top end driver, but they still have one that can bring them points. So I don't see any point that's gonna be as bad as the Williams last season, to be honest. So maybe just for me to say a word, I think that maybe I would say like Alpine, but still they will get some point with Cyrus in tier 1, definitely, at least for that.
We're gonna see. Jim, obviously we know you're a stan of Edby Jacobson, but if you had to pick any other teams out there that you think is looking at least gonna improve from last season, who is it and why is it Williams?
I think that could be a kind of dark horse. I mean, I think the Aston team. I know tier 1 is kind of weak as far as pace-wise, but I think that team, I'm liking it the more I look at it. You know that? Obviously McLaren and VCarb, or Visa Cash App 401k, whatever, however many names they add this year. They're obviously probably going to be fighting for the title, but I think that Aston Martin team is pretty good.
I think it's pretty good too. Mod, who would you have to pick outside of the biases of your own team?
You know, I'd probably maybe, you know, this might be a shocker, your team.
Whoa.
Or probably that or Jacobson's team's looking pretty good. I'd have to say you though, more than
wow.
others.
You know, I will take the compliment. The one and only who's giving me some faith. I appreciate that, Mod. Obviously, I'm looking at yours as well. I think yours is looking really, really, you know, scary good. I think the one I'm scared of when it comes to not doing quite as well is Alpine's Ted's lineup. I'm a little worried about them for sure. I think the Ferrari is a really interesting one where it's like both really good and also chance for disaster. You know, like there's no real in between drivers in that Ferrari team, which I kind of like that strategy. It feels very much like my kind of strategy. You know, I'm either going for zeros or heroes. You know, so yeah, I think it's a pretty good team. You know, if their heroes go and put in some serious work for sure. Now, that's our draft done and dusted, guys. It looks like it's going to be a great time. Now, Mod, any little announcements you need to tell anybody before we get onto the calendars?
Yes. Reserves.
Yes. Shall we scroll down and
Tier
show?
1 reserves. Didn't show up last year. He signed up to reserve. Drix, he's trying to do it again, I bet. Yellow Snowman, B-Dunk, Packet, Zeech, and Cookie are Tier 1 reserves this season. Tier 2, Local Chungus, Jake Laser, Jays F1, Maxime Bilu,
Maxime
and Camborn.
Maxime Bolo.
Yeah, Maxime Bolo.
Tier 2.
He's in iRacing as well, but yeah.
Yep. He's good.
Tier 3, we have Bouncy, Ballum, Kiss My Axe, NVA, Jatten, and Angry Shadows. We got 6 in Tier 3. And in our bottom split, we have Pat the Rock, Jim, Nikki G, and Kodak Films.
Oh my God, Shadow in Tier 3 is reserved. Please, Shadow, never drive this whole season. Please, for the love of God. Oh, man, you're about to put me to the freaking cleaners, man. Wow, that is a scary Tier 3 reserve right there. Yeah, Andy, what are you thinking about those reserves?
Yeah, that Tier 3 is looking pretty strong. Again, good to see Drix's name back on the list.
Yep.
Let's hope he comes through.
I hope he drives.
Always enjoyed watching Drix. And then we've got our good friend Pat the Rock down there in Tier 4. Love to see Pat on track, not get murdered by somebody 5 yards from the finish line. I believe it was Austria. But yeah, some real good stuff, guys. And yeah, great list of reserves. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. I think it's going to be good. Well, hey, now it's time for us to go jump into the calendars. What all of you guys have been waiting for. Let's go see where we're racing first. I actually left the wrong singer on, so you get the draft sound one more time. But, of course, the calendars is everybody's favorite, or second favorite part, I would say. It's going to be a great season ahead of us. Let's first go ahead and show our iRacing calendar, because this season in iRacing, we're doing a GT3 and GTP multi-class iRacing season. So we're super stoked. We've got a great calendar ahead of us for the next 12 weeks. Let's go ahead and jump it up. We're starting out with Mid-Ohio this coming weekend, then Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve in the Canada Grand Prix. Then the Indy Road Course, Watkins Glen Boot, Okayama, Road Atlanta, Sebring, VIR, Monza with the classic oval, by the way, which is going to be a great race. You're not going to want to miss that one if you're watching. Charlotte Roval, Tsukuba, and of course Long Beach, a street track to finish us out and make us all hate our lives. That's going to be brutal for sure, but also hilariously fun. Imagine finishing a season in Monaco. We would never do that here in Moose Racing League, would we? No? Yes? No? We definitely haven't done that before.
We did it. We did it
What? Never done that before, right? Basically finishing with Monaco. Yeah. You guys remember that when we did that? That was great. That was a good time.
That was fun. I had a great time.
Yes, Yellow. The Oval Monza with the GTP. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be great watching for sure. Now we're on to the F1 counter. This F1 counter's already been randomized. It's already been made. And before I show this, I'm going to... So many people are going to be mad about this calendar. I'm just going to already put this out there. There's obviously a bunch of IRL crossovers, but the ones that aren't IRL crossovers, so many of you guys are going to be so pissed about the tracks that came on here. We did not put on the reverse tracks this season, but they will show up potentially in next season after. We're starting this first season without the reverse tracks, but obviously the next season after we might be doing that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show it. The season 14 F1 calendar. We're starting in Canada, and I swear that was a random one, which is crazy because it's not an IRL crossover. We're doing Canada. Then we're going to Austria, which is an IRL crossover. Then we're going to Dakota, then Miami. Then we go to Spa as an IRL crossover. Hungary, I believe, as well as an IRL crossover. And then Mexico. Back on the calendar, surprisingly. Vegas, also a random one. So all 3 American tracks for an American league. What a surprise. And then Monaco right after Vegas, which is just criminal back-to-back weeks right there. Then Monza, China, and finishing off in Zandvoort. A literal criminal round 8, round 9 back-to-back. That's brutal, dude. That's going to be rough. Come out. When you look at this one, you got to drive all 12 of these tracks. What are you thinking about this?
Yeah, the first half maybe okay. The second half is brutal. It's like
it's going to be gnarly, man. Yeah.
Mexico, Vegas, Monaco, Monza. It's like you're going up and down. And after that, China, the worst traction zone. Like,
China's tough. Yep.
I love China.
I like China
you
track
guys
too.
complain about.
Yeah.
I wanted
like
Monaco and I wanted China. And I don't have many wins, so I like those tracks.
Plus, you also got Vegas in there as well, so extra fun for sure. This is gonna be very interesting for sure. Yellow says calendar has been marked for August 24th. I will be there. Yeah, Yellow never misses a Monaco race. I promise you that. He loves that track. Me personally, obviously, I'm excited for the Coda Miami Vegas trio. I love when all the American tracks find their way on here. I think it's going to be great time for the American League. Mod, when you look at this list of tracks, which one do you think is going to be the big incident week as our head steward?
Austria is a fan favorite for that.
Yeah.
Miami's a good fan favorite. Hungary's a fan favorite. Belgium can sometimes be a fan favorite. Monza here and there, and Zandvoort here and there. Same with Vegas too. Vegas is always a roadblock at times.
Vegas is a brutal one for sure. I mean, if we even get 15 finishers in Tier 4, I'll be surprised out of Vegas. For maybe even, I bet we might even have an open race in Vegas. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Our most incidents ever was at Mexico, and it's on the calendar.
Perfect.
They're all probably bad.
Yes. Good stewards get to work this season, have some fun. Yeah, Vegas is gonna be insane for sure. Now, Andy, looking at this calendar, which one are you the most excited to be on the call for?
I said before, I love China. I actually really love Monaco and Vegas as well. In terms of on the comms box, Hungary and Austria, for me, they're two of my favorite tracks to commentate on, and I'm looking forward to getting to grips with wherever I end up.
It'll be fun. It's going to be a great season this season, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on the draft here tonight. Before we get out of here, I just want to say a massive thank you to the entire community for joining us. You guys are all legends, and obviously, Moose Racing League would not be here without you guys and all your amazing support. So thank you so much, everybody, for jumping in here. We obviously had a great draft here tonight. Lots of fun memories, lots of good roasts, and a great calendar ahead of us. That calendar will be posted for sure before the end of the night tonight. So you guys will have that to go and start sweating your Canada time trials on ASAP. Before we get out of here, anybody here on the panel, let's start with Kamau. Any last words before we get out of here?
I have a thought for one of my friend who just lost his dad recently. So all my prayers to you, my guy. You should recognize yourself. So we are all together with you, and that was fun. So I enjoyed it. Let's go Tier 4, baby, and have fun again.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the nice sentimental message. I appreciate that. For our friend who obviously, lost a loved one. Mod, any last words before we jump out of here?
Yeah, some exciting things. We brought back the formation lap. The rules are out. Yeah, lots of good things. We have our in-season tournament starting week 1.
Yes, we do.
Schedule and all that will be posted this week. Make sure to sign in and reach out to your TPs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that in-season tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. Andy, any last words before we get out of here?
Yeah, just thanks to all the team principals for getting involved in the intro video. And, of course, the one and only Kayla for pulling it all together. Superb job.
Yes, that was lots of
fun. Looking forward to catching some of these races and calling some fantastic action again as we head into season 14. I know it's going to be another banger, and it's probably going to be the best yet.
I think you're probably right. And, Jim, we're leaving it best for last. Any last words before we get out of here, my friend?
Just quickly, as everyone knows, I do all the stats on the behind the scenes for the league, and we had one driver added to the 1,000 point club last season, which was MB Jacobson, so he has over 1,000 points now in the league. And we also added Sketchy Bull, JBTC, Yellow, Fatweed, Midnight, Chosen Toby, and B Coles all are over 100 races in the MRL history books.
Guys,
so,
that's impressive. Wow.
So, and if anyone wants to go see their stats, it's at the bottom of the Discord, all the way down. You can all look at the Excel sheet and view all the stuff you want.
I know I'll be jumping in, looking at my stats for sure at the end of the stream. But yes, before I get out of here, I just want to say again, thank you so much to everybody here in the community. Thanks so much to K-Sizz for making that amazing video. That was lots of fun. Thanks to all the TPs for joining and participating in that as well. And thanks so much to all the viewers tonight for enjoying the stream. Guys, we shall be seeing you this coming Sunday for round 1 at Canada. I hope you guys are excited. It's going to be a gnarly one. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching the draft tonight. Keep being wonderful. Keep making one a better place. We shall see you guys on Sunday. Adios!